Good afternoon to everybody. Yeah, it's a quick thing. I've certainly not got the PowerPoint that Jay had. Just threw a few things together, a few ideas, just to try and explain what we've done at Pen y Bryn, to try and get something as simple as running, really, to get as many children involved and see what we do. Beginnings were a lunchtime club once a week. Started off with just years 5 and 6, years 3 and 4, then asking why can't we do it. We invited years 3 and 4. Numbers increased, we varied the running. Sometimes you just have them, there you go, we've got 10 minutes, do what you want. Sometimes I'd like to do 2 laps, we varied the distances, did some sprints, even did some of the old fartlek intervals, and they enjoy that, just marking out some areas and basically leaving it up to them. By now, we've got to that wonderful situation with the sports ambassadors where they've kind of taken it off me. I'm still there supervising, but there's their ideas of what's happening, and I think the children appreciate that the ideas are coming from their peers rather than just this fool with a whistle and a clipboard. Every year, all the juniors take part in the annual cross-country, whether year 3, 4, 5 or 6, they wear their house colours and they all get encouraged to support their team. We've got a few disabled children and what have you in the school, they still participate. And that's the idea, is to get everyone involved. There's a bit of competition in it as well. But I'll tell the children, if you came 23rd last year, try and come 22nd. It doesn't really matter, you're for your house. They don't know that only there's so many first ones count towards the trophy. They think they're running towards it and enjoying it. It seems to have worked really well. We always compete at the inter-schools event. From the house cross-country, we then hold the trials, the ones who want to. Back to what Yael was saying, really. So, Mr Jones, my PE teacher said, I've got to call him Mr Jones, I'll be in trouble. The ones that you want to take part, I'm not sure the secondary is the same, but you get more and more children, I know in our experience, who don't want to represent school. They're happy to represent their football club 3, 4, 5 times a week, or their academies, but they're not interested. So I've now, instead of me just going, right, you've won that one, you're taking part, I've changed it. You want to do it and take part, you come to the trials and we'll put you in the team. And we did it that way. Many of our lunchtime runners we get now, they're not necessarily what you call the good runners. And that doesn't matter. They're coming along. I've got girls walking around chatting with their mates. I've got boys going around doing a roly-poly halfway through it. But they're doing it. They want to be there. This is all completely up to them to come out at dinner time. 10, 15 minutes. Since I've written this, we've now tried something new at dinner time. We've left the course set out. And John, the head teacher, has said that see if you can do 1 kilometre a day, 5 times round the field, 1 kilometre. He said it doesn't matter if you do some of that at break time, some of it at dinner time. Can you get yourself to 1 kilometre a day? Little simple challenge. Again, it's not the runners who are doing that. It's the other ones. The ones maybe not like football that's going on, the balls are flying everywhere. They might just be doing something. They might challenge themselves to 1 kilometre, but just by walking it. Brilliant. They're participating. I usually get 30 to 40 runners on a Monday lunchtime from years 3 to year 6. Yeah, it does fluctuate, depends on the weather. In fact, the lowest one was because of the heat this week. Hardly any of this, it's too hot. If it's raining, you don't want to be stuck inside. I'm stupid enough to still take them outside. Okay? Then, we moved on. London 2012 Olympic Games, you can see it there, the legacy. That word we kept hearing, legacy. Where's it going to come from? Where are these children going to carry on doing their sport? I don't know if any of you were lucky enough to go down to the Olympics. We took our boys to a couple of the events, went to the Paralympics, and being in the stadium for the Paralympics was inspirational. My boy Thomas, he's not be the best sportsman, but he loves having a go at everything. He'll have a go, do his best at any sport. And he always has been. The little one, he's probably more talented, but he definitely can't be bothered. Yeah, whatever. Do I have to do that, Dad? No. The older one will try everything. And that was our legs. I thought, right, they're the right age. How am I going to get them involved? So we took our run of our lunch times and our house cross-country, and it was the 25th anniversary of our school. Big committee, what are we going to do? All these things came up. We'll do this, we'll do that, we'll do this. 2 things I did worked. The first one, how to know a person from the Great Orme Brewery with a 25th anniversary beer. That worked. Doesn't really fit in with the well-being though. So we also came up with a 25th anniversary run. I got the help of various people involved. One of the governors, Colwyn Bay Athletics Club, they're fantastic. What I found in this is don't try and keep it to yourself. Use people with better knowledge than yourself, and I've really learned that over the last 4 years with it. Worked really well. There are plenty of people involved. We tried to advertise it with a nice, we've been lucky, touch wood, so far with the weather. All the discussions, let's have a 10k, let's have a 5 mile. We're on top of Colwyn Heights. If you've ever been up there, it's not flat. We came up with, let's make it more for people to participate. We came up with 5k. Originally we had 3, 4, 5 different runs planned in one night. That's not going to happen. We narrowed it down. We had 3 runs in an evening. We had an infant dash. I was inspired by things I've seen. It's a run I've done in Manchester a few times, and they call it the infant of a dash. And it's on the running track at Man City's ground there. The adult race starts and finishes on that track. The kids get to do one lap. My son Thomas has run with Ron Hill. If anyone knows anything about running, he's a legend. Thomas didn't know that. He does now. He's looked at it now, he's older. So his first running number, we've got Ron Hill's signature on it, and Ewan Thomas's. He was starting the race. That's pretty good inspiration. So I thought, let's get the kids involved. The people in Manchester were brilliant. Thomas's number was exactly 1,000 lower than mine. They thought about it. We tried. We haven't got their resources yet. So we had an infant dash around the field. The infants got their little number printed in. Round they went, round the field, all enjoying it, parents shouting at them, little certificates at the end. £1 or something to enter, that's all it was. The juniors, year 2 and up, so they got to go outside the school gate. So you can imagine the running club, it's all on the school field. This time you can go out the school gate. Not run on the road, it's okay. The pavement outside the school goes all the way around, and luckily for me, by the time we've gone on the field a bit, adds to 1 kilometre. It's all marshalled. The children think they're part of the big event. They see the people with their event. They've seen me putting these things up for them. I was begging and borrowing all these things from Colwyn Bay Athletics Club. You can see by the numbers. They're the numbers I had for my first event. Certainly not mine, are they? 10k twin piers. Obviously I've cut that bit off. But they were through the Athletics Club. Our first race, Sunday evening, we had 39 competitors. We started by Dion Jones, both in the 20s for Wales. He came up and started. I flagged his mum at another 25th anniversary event. Is Dion around then? Yes. So you can imagine the children. Some of them had been down to Ayers Park, seen him there. And we've tried to get somebody connected with the school to start it. Okay? It's been successful. I've learned a lot. Now in its 4th year. I've made links with Jacqueline Brace in Cardiff, Welsh Athletics. Certain things we're going through. Do we need to do this? Do we need to do that? Yes, we need the police involved. Original routes, they're going into the 60 mile an hour zone. Police weren't happy, as you can imagine. 5k, goes to Bryn Mine, turns round, still in the 30 mile an hour zone. Police are happy. It's all marshalled. I've changed the children's run this year for the first time. I'm putting the infants and the juniors together. I've been to another race. Let's have a fancy dress. Let's try and get more children running. It's not competitive. Fancy dress. Let's try it. If it works, brilliant. We've tried to get running for all. Parents have run, past pupils. I've got people from sports clubs already asking me on Facebook and things, when is your event this year? That means a lot to me. There's a lot of effort gone into this. We fundraise as well. So it sounds like, oh, okay, how do we make the money? And Sean's asking me, can you tell me where the money goes to? Well, we didn't make that much. As you can see, the money then goes to making the run better, making the run safer. I've purchased loads of these things. It's worth it. The safer your run is, the more likely people are going to do it. My numbers now, that looks a little bit better, doesn't it, than having the Twin Piers 10k on it. They're not expensive, you source these things. As soon as the children or the adults have got this, they know what they're doing. My medals have been generic things. We've gone on to medals instead of the certificates. This year, the first time we made a bit more. Last year, I've got Ysgol Pen y Bryn fun runs on the ribbon. Something again a bit more special. So everything we've done so far has gone into that, but also any surplus has gone into spare stuff, spare kits, playtime equipment, socks and shorts for the school football team, anything that will help enhance break time and PE. And they said that this year's run is on Friday, the 8th of July. Okay, I've got entry forms here for you, Mr. John, so you're all right. In the evening, 7 o'clock kick-off. So children's race for 6:15, adults is 7 o'clock. It's fully marshalled. If anyone's ever heard of the Park Run, the free Saturday morning, their marshals came and helped me. I learned from them about these events as well. This was an advert. It looks much better in colour. I'll show you those later. I won't waffle now. Put these around the school. I haven't got to that stage of advertising it around in the Pioneer and stuff. Advertise it online and with people. It seems to work. A good run gets runners talking. I've got people on board that are helping me. I do not know everything about running. I've got people from Colin Bay Athletics Club who are my experts. They help me. I listen to them. God, I've learned from them. Okay. This is our stats there. 38 adults ran in 2013. Last year we had 57. Okay, it's increasing. I know we're not the Great North Run or the marathon yet, but they're not bad numbers for a school at the top of Colwyn Bay doing a bit of a fun on a Friday night. We had 30 odd runners the first year, we had over 50 last year. We had over 100 runners on a Friday evening in Colwyn Heights. Raised about £200 last year. My wife keeps going to that, so I've got £70 of it left in the pot. So, well, what are you going to do with that? That's what's going with that now. I've pre-ordered, and then this year, anything we make, fingers crossed, goes into next year's running again for the children. Big bugbear of mine for any locals, no money is made from the children's event, and I think that is vital. The children are there to participate. If we make a loss on the children, that doesn't matter. We want to have all the children participating. That is our message. I've got children from other schools taking part in this. I've had children from Hengol in there, I've had children from Llandrillo, I've had others. Maybe because I know their parents, but maybe they know their friends, and they want to take part. And that, to me, that's good. They come on to run with their friends, not because it's at Pen y Bryn. That's some pictures from last year. You can see some good runners like Darren Blazier there. If anyone's local running very good. We won our first couple. And I've got the end of the race here. I've got a slow one here. Our team name is Inept. We're Inept runners. Last year, I wasn't really meant to be running this one, but I'm competitive, and I decided at last minute I would do it. I promised myself I wasn't. Pulled my hamstring about 3 weeks before. And I thought, oh, I'll back run. Make sure everyone gets home safe. As soon as the race has started, oh no, I'm alright. I get to 2k and I hobble all the way back. So always competitive, isn't that right? Yeah. If you want to ever do it, it's a very tough out. The first 2.5k is tough. It's pretty much uphill to Bryn y Mine. Coming back is lovely. You're flying downhill back into school. We have a barbecue there. We have the guys from Pen y Bryn. Yes, the winners so far have always had the Pen y Bryn ale. Still get some of that for the winners. People are wondering why I'm not giving official prizes. That goes to a different level then, involving licenses, etc. with Welsh Athletics. At the moment, we're at the stage because of our numbers and what we're doing. I don't need to go down that route. I've spoken with Welsh Athletics. It's all fine. If I wanted to close these roads, it's £500 per road. So if you've got marshals on board, the marshals know what they're doing, plenty of signage, the race becomes safer, and that's what we're after. So basically that's what we've done. We've taken it from a little concept at lunchtime, and we've built it to something that I'm quite proud we're in our 4th year. I'm quite proud that a lot of the people have come back and done it again. So if anyone wants any questions or see anything or any entry forms, I've got plenty here. But so, thank you. There you go.